Hey everybody, this is Doc Mack from the Galloping Ghost Arcade out in Brookfield, Illinois. Today is Sunday, May 31st, 2020. We are here at the Galloping Ghost Arcade. Of course, we are still not open to the public just yet, but that time is coming up. Still been working diligently on getting every single machine in the arcade up and running and going to be playing great. Super excited for it. Great to see some of the other arcades opening up and things are starting to get back to normal, hopefully, even with all the extra craziness that's going on. Shout outs to Bulldog and John and Marcus and Carrie. Thank you for all being here. Matt and Mark saying, what's up from the Time Runner? Thank you for being here, man. Hope everybody is doing well and being safe on this weekend that we got going on. Shout outs to Chris Tang. You know, the first time I'm not right by, I'm never too far from that amazing Primal Rage banner that one of the legends of the industry, Chris Tang, donated to the arcade. Thank you for being here, Chris. Chance, what is up? Jesse saying, stay safe with all they protect. I really hope they do come near you. I'm sure we'll be all right. I hope everybody else is being safe and taking care during these times. And it's just can't wait to get everybody back on track, playing arcade games and having some fun and good times coming up. Hopefully not too much longer. Shout out to Jamie Tibbetts, a former Gamer of the Year, Jamie Tibbetts, and Jimbo Slice. Thank you for being here, man. Jay, greetings. Alexander, thank you for being here. Bulldog, cannot wait to have you back over at the for the Monday Mystery Games. Shout outs to RJ from Canada. Gary saying stay safe. Absolutely, man. It's some crazy stuff going on, and we're doing well here. Streets of Brookfield seem all fine, and no noise or turmoil so far. So we just keep hoping for the best. So hope everybody else is out there being safe and being smart. Jennifer joining us from Arizona. Thank you for being here. Marco and Haycon, thank you for being here. Shout out to Dan Icavelli. Jimbo Slice saying, how is the Galloping Ghost? Busy with the upgrading? We are. This is the week. We're expecting, we're going to be Monday Mystery tomorrow. Don't forget that, 5 p.m. Central. We've been shifting a lot of the cabinets around. Have some more of that, but we just made our beautiful Atari section. You know, we've got more Atari games than that section will allow, so we might even move that around again. But looking at some new carpet going down this week. We've been doing a little bit of movement going on over at Canton. Gonna be doing some paint and just getting everything ready for that the amazing day when we're able to allow the public back in. So hopefully pretty soon. We're going to be having some announcements. It'll either be this Monday or next Monday that we'll have an announcement as far as when everybody will be coming back in. So we're excited for it. We hope everybody else is, and we just want to get things back to normal. So of course, while being safe, but it's going to be that time. Shout outs to Lars. Thank you for being here. Deedlin, thank you. Haven't heard from you in a while, man. Thank you for being here. Ken saying, where would we go to see official word on when you'll open? What do we keep our eyes on? Definitely Monday Mystery. That'll be our launching point for announcements. And then after that, obviously the Facebook page. And you can keep an eye on my personal Twitter at GGA_Ghostlord or the Galloping Ghost Arcade, either one. Sean saying, hey, Doc, hope you're staying safe. Absolutely. Again, hope everybody else is. I hope everybody's doing well. And just can't wait to, again, we've talked so many times. It's been, the last few months have been rough, and now it's just one more thing. But I think it's the storm before the calm is coming. I think everything is going to be getting back to normal, and we just can't wait for it. It's one of those things where there's so much tension and everything's packed so tight, and everybody misses all the outlets. And I think we're gonna get back. So hopefully everybody is staying safe and just ride it out. Just ride it out. Connor saying, keep it up, Doc. Love these live updates. Absolutely. We've been here every single day since the lockdown, whether it be here on Facebook or on Twitch. Just trying to keep in touch with everybody. It's we miss everybody a lot, and just want to be here as best we can. You know, we've talked about it before. This is usually where people, if they're celebrating something, they come here. If they're dealing with some hardships, they come here. So to not be open to the public, it's tough. That's the toughest part of this thing for us, and we're just anxious to get back. So hopefully not too much longer. Scott saying, stay safe. Hope to be there soon. Can't wait. Eddie saying, hello, Doc, from me and Natasha Ortiz. Thank you so much. We were curious as to where Marvel vs. Capcom 2 will be moved to. So we're working on we're going to be having a new fighting game section. We've got, obviously, Marvel Capcom 2 hasn't moved yet. It is right here, playing great as always. Capcom versus SNK, Capcom versus SNK 2. Then you can see some of like bump and jump. It shouldn't be there, but we're in the process. We're so tight on space. So as we're doing all these shifts, games are just kind of ending up in places, and we'll get it all sorted out very soon. So no official, we're trying to do a lot of the placement of the games. It's going slow, but this week will definitely be, there'll be a lot to see. So we're anxious to show everybody. Rico saying, stay safe. Thank you so much for that. Alexander saying, I can't wait to come back. Jimmy Mack joining us. Thank you for being here, man. I'll do a special pass over by. I know what Jimmy Mack is missing. He's missing some Cubert. Faster, harder, more challenging Cubert cubes. Can't wait to have you back, man. It's gonna be fun. Paul saying you're going to have your live updates when things get back to. Paul saying you're going to have to up your live updates when things go back to normal. We will definitely keep doing them. I looking at it now, I really wish we had been doing more live streams before all this stuff happened, because it's such a great way to get in touch and keep in touch with everybody. So we definitely will be doing more of these, even once things do get back to normal. So got us saying Humboldt Park, Chicago, Illinois, hello. Thank you for being here. Brian Armitage from Paradise Arcade, shout outs. Jimmy Max saying, stay safe, Doc. Thank you so much. Ed joining us. Mark saying, great to see you. Thank you so much, man. Chris Alexander, one of the legends of Mortal Kombat. Thank you for being here, man. Ed saying, stay safe out there. Patrick saying, can't wait to see how it looks. You know, there's been some rows. It's like this front row here. It's changed, but like we've always had Ghosts and Goblins in that front corner. Altered Beast, I don't think has ever moved. Like Forgotten Worlds has been here for a long time. Shinobi, and then on the ends, Smash TV has always been in one of these quarters. This has always been the Street Fighter aisle. So we're expecting a lot of change-ups. It's been 10 years, and everything's getting stirred around, and it's gonna make a little bit more space in some of the aisles, and it's going to be great. We're very excited for it. Jimbo's saying, well, when you upgrade, expand, or whatever it is up your sleeve, I know it will all shock us. It's, you know, that's one of the fun things. Like, we get so many of our regulars out here, and we get so many people that are traveling in that stay up on top of what we're doing. That's still the most fun. It's trying to give you guys something that you're not expecting, and bring something out that you've never heard of and aren't prepared for. So that's what we do. That's what we keep trying to do, and that's what we've done for 10 years. And you know, I keep talking about this. One of the coolest things about moving all the machines around is we get to see some of the crazy artwork on these machines. Like Williams Motor Race USA, this game was put out by IREM, but they did a dedicated cabinet for it. I just love the Williams stuff. We've got some Williams surprises in the vault, and there'll be more of those coming. So cool to have that artwork. We've got Vendetta, that's pulled out, so you can see that artwork. Just so cool to be able to see some of the artwork that we don't normally get to see. So, and we have been starting to post a few more pictures on Instagram. So make sure you're following us on Instagram to see some more of the artwork. Alexander saying, I often have dreams that I'm back at the arcade. I hear you, man. It's not the same. Like all the games are here, but that's part of it. The people are really what make this place, and the community behind it are really what make this place so amazing. It's like, it is what has gotten it its worldwide exposure, and it's three parts. It's the industry people, it's the games themselves, and of course the fans and the players that just make this place so incredible. Efren saying, be careful, Doc, the looters are near. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. It's I'm hoping. I think everything will be fine. It's we're here. We've still been here every single day. So just going up and down to Ogden. I'm walking the streets of Ogden every single day, going back and forth between productions and pinball and Gamma and the garage and the arcade and reproductions, and nothing going on here. It's all quiet. So we're thankful for that. Jamie Tibbett saying Galloping Ghost egg rolls coming soon next door. There's a few left over there. Well, I'm saving you one, Jamie. Darren, thank you for being here. Stephen Miranda, thank you for being here. John asking how I'm doing. We're doing well. Just keeping it all together, just making sure that when we're able to reopen to the public, and of course the anniversary. We're so excited for the anniversary. Just can't wait to get to August. T20, a lot of people come in for T20. That's a lot of fun. Of course, the 10-year anniversary. I'm so excited for that Monday Mystery that's going to be happening, and then the world record event of most people playing arcade games at one time. Let's see. Anthony, have you ever played Robotron 2084, the arcade? Have I played it? Oh, absolutely. I love Robotron. Our version that we have here is actually Larry DeMar, one of the legends of the industry, provided the tie-dye edition, the upgraded ROMs that keep track. It fixes a few of the glitches, and it was essentially the original programmers going back and fixing those little things that were problematic with high-level Robotron play. The stuff that guys like Jimbo Slice would know about, where you can't know how many lives you have. So he fixed that. And there's also a specific way to shoot on an angle, and it would freeze the game. And he fixed that as well. So very, very cool. Rory, thank you for being here. Dennis saying, hey, Doc, everything good? We're doing well here. Staying busy, just going through every machine one by one. Last week we got so much done, down to only 2 games not working right now out of 770. Doug is pretty confident probably by tomorrow Doug will be coming in. We might have 100% of the arcade floor running. Still things that need to be tended to. We're still going through our list. Is that Zookeeper art? But we're getting it all. It's been amazing. I think the arcade is playing right now. One of the big concerns as we're moving stuff, arcade cabinets, sometimes they don't like to be moved, and that'll cause other little problems. So we'll have to do another complete playthrough to make sure that everything is, after the move, is playing right. So excited for that. We just started even moving as much electrical stuff as we have. It's difficult to, if something gets plugged in the wrong place. We were literally tripping circuits yesterday, so it's a lot of work. We're going to have most of our production guys down here at the arcade this week. We're going to be handling a lot of the rearranging. The big problem is we can estimate where stuff will fit, but you can't really tell, and because we don't have anything that shows all the measurements of the cabinets. So it's all just kind of some trial and error. Like our Atari row is looking really nice, and again, we might move that all around. So we'll have to see, but we'll get it. We'll have it all ready in time for our reopening to the public. Let's see. Jimbo Slice saying, I'm sure we'll have things safe. There will be no crazy stuff in Brookfield at all, really. I don't think so. We're always on guard. We always make sure that safety is a big thing. Like, we always have to have that in mind. But knowing Brookfield, like I know I've lived Brookfield my whole life, always on guard and ready, prepared, but I'm confident that we're going to be all right. Todd, thank you for being here. Richard saying, this place is on my bucket list. Hopefully I'll get to go one day. Hopefully, we'd love to have you out. Dave saying, any plans for more online auctions? Should have bid more. We will definitely be doing more online auctions. Those have been so much fun, and we have so much stuff that is much better off with the fans and the people the other collectors, and we've got the main arcade floor, but we've got so many duplicate boards, so we're very anxious to get those out and in the hands of people that'll use them better. So anxious for that. David saying, love Qbert. Shout outs to Mark Schultz. Thank you for being here. Steve saying, miss the Ghost team. Thank you so much for that. Greg saying, the live stream makes the world happy. We try, man. We try. Steve saying, can't wait to get back. Mark saying, can't wait till you guys open again. Todd saying, I really enjoy these live broadcasts. Me too, man. It's one of those things where it's just good to connect with everybody. It's Sunday. Normally this place is packed, and it's the next best thing. It's the next best thing that we can do. Greg saying, show the Flicky scorecard. We still have not updated the Flicky scorecard. Right now, Flicky is moved up to the front in one of the windows where Space Duel was. So we've got a lot of rearranging to do. It's a lot of games out of place. I always like knowing where everything is. And at this time, it's kind of like, oh, wait, where did that get moved? And it's kind of like you look around, and it's difficult to have everything this unorganized. But we'll get back there. Jason saying, can we see Tapper? Absolutely. Of course. We could take a look at Tapper. If I can find out where exactly it is. I know I just saw it, I believe, over by... It's not where it used to be. It used to be in this row, which is now the Atari row. So I think it is in this row over here. There is our Tapper. Beautiful, original, dedicated. Going to be going over a little bit, everything's working great, but... just a little cleaning on it, and it'll be 100%. So we're anxious for that. Greg saying, let me in the vaults for a couple hours. No. The vaults hold too many secrets right now. Until they're all out on the floor, then we'll show we have pictures of the vaults and everything, and I can't wait for them to be emptied. I don't even want to have vaults. I think it all should be out, available for everybody to play. That's what I'm excited for. And we'll get there. We'll get there. It's just time. Putting up one game a week. Last week we put up 2 games. You got Stunt Cycle and Space Invaders Deluxe. So you never know. Sometimes in the future, we've seen as many as 10 games go on the floor in one Monday Mystery. So you never know what to expect. And that's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Not ready for it. Not ready for it. But we'll get there. We'll get there. What is it? We got 24 hours, 23 hours. Plenty of time to get something up and running. We'll find out. We've got a few choices, so we'll see. Jim saying nothing was better than spending a Sunday afternoon in Galloping Ghost. I can't wait to be back. I hear you, man. We're anxious for it. Brad Williams, thank you for being here. Todd saying can't wait for life to get back to more normal. Come back for another great time. It's so awesome that Todd travels in, and we started talking with him on Monday Mystery, and he's been on a handful of times, and can't wait to have you back, man. Will saying, hope you're doing well. Hope everything is safe your way. It is. It is. I hope everything is safe by everybody out there as well. There's, it's one of those things where I think everybody's been through so much in the last few months, and this is just one more thing. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. So everybody needs to be strong, and we'll get through all this. Ed saying any looters attempt to hit Galloping Ghost, they'll have to go through Doc, and they won't get through Doc. I assure you of that. I assure you of that. But I don't think that's not going to be an issue, I don't think. Orlando, thank you so much. Everybody, just stay safe. Like, don't put yourself in harm's way right now. It's all, it's just craziness out there. It's just craziness. Pablo is saying hello from Houston, Texas. Next time I'm in Illinois, I will visit and surely have my mind blown. There you go, man. We can't wait. We can't wait. People from all over the U.S. traveling in, take part of the arcade. It's make sure you give yourself a lot of time. There's a lot to play. 770 games. It's quite a few. Some of these aisles, just going up and down the aisles. I'm here every day, and it's still like I'll go up and pass a certain cabinet and just be like, oh, that's such a good game. Jordan Freeman, thank you for being here. David saying hi from New Jersey, Morristown Game Vault. Thank you so much, man. Awesome to have you here. Gary saying looking forward to the new game tomorrow. I think I speak for all of us when I say we look forward to seeing your daily streams and hearing your cool stories. Thank you so much for that, man. Very much appreciated. Greg saying shout out to Pete Hahn. I'm sure he will be here tomorrow. Daniel saying I've been putting time on Contra and Super C. I'm coming for those records when you guys open back up. We're right. We just happen to be right by him. Contra, Super Contra. I know Jeremiah is still eyeing the third loop of Contra Evolution. So it's one of those, if you're playing the original Contra, you might want to go after that one too. Zohar saying, love these streams. You made my Sunday. Thank you. So thank you so much, man. Donating 95 stars, very much appreciated. It's I'm happy everybody's liking them. It's been that nice escape, that nice break in the day for me as well, to just kind of get out and get to chat with everybody and show off all the cool artwork and Gauntlet right there. So this is our Gauntlet Dark Legacy cabinet. One of the things I did not know about this, so this was technically Gauntlet Legends, and then they put out this sticker that covers, this is just a sticker that says Dark Legacy, but it's technically the same cabinet as Gauntlet Legends. They just converted all of them. There is an original dedicated Gauntlet Dark Legacy cabinet. I've never seen one in real life. I've only seen a picture of it. But it would be amazing to track one of those down at one point. Mark saying, I love the new Twitch emotes. Oh, and thank you everybody that's been throwing bits and subscribing on Twitch. That has been the big thing that allows us to create new emotes and stuff like that. We have our new Pete Han emote. So when I can't even say the words, but when he gets summoned up, everybody can now throw out that new emote, which is going to be a lot of fun. So excited for that. Eric saying, I love that Zookeeper art. What an amazing cabinet. That was painted over. Let's head over by Zookeeper. We were doing a conversion cabinet. Somebody wanted us to custom make an Elevator Action 2 cabinet in a classic Taito cabinet. So I called up Jeremy Fox and I was like, hey, you have any Taito cabinets? He's like, yeah, I have one. It's painted black. He brought it over. I love finding out what their games were originally. It's like, even if I've got them set up, they're going to be something else. I have to know. I have to know what the game was. So I scratched a little of the black paint, and it was orange. And it was like, oh, it's a Zookeeper. I wonder if all the rest of the art is on there. So and it's got its wear on it. It's seen a lot of action. But so amazing that we were able to bring it back and we had the boards for it. And now it's Zookeeper. Like it was when it first came out in 82. It's back as close as it can be without like redoing all the artwork. And that's one of those things. It's like we could fully restore this. Like we could bring it back to where it looked pristine. But in doing that, it kind of gets rid of some of the history. Like this game at one point, this game came out. Everybody played it. Well, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people played it. And then it stopped earning or it broke. And it was time that it was either get rid of the cabinet or repurpose it and put a JAMA harness in it and change it to be a different game. And that was part of the cycle with arcades. That happened with so many games. And they're not just, like, we could make them all collector pieces. And that's cool. I love restoring games, but that history of what this game went through that's its story. Like, it stopped earning. People didn't want it anymore. The boards came out and it got painted over, and I don't even remember. I don't know what when Jeremy got it, what game it was. He certainly didn't paint it because he would know Zookeeper cabinet by all means. So it's one of those, who knows how many other games it had been over the last 30 years. And to have it now back that way, and it's got its battle scars to show it, I think that's a big thing to show here. I know Scott Lambert over at the Underground Retrocade. I forget what game it is. It's like maybe a Dig Dug, or maybe it was Dig Dug. I think it was Dig Dug. One side has like brown contact paper put on it, and the other side is pristine. And he left it that way to show that people cover up the artwork. That's like this whole part of it. Collectors, the super collectors, know that they want their games looking great, and that's amazing. Like, nothing wrong with that. But here we have the ability to kind of show off what games went through. Like, there's this Puyan art, and I brought this up recently. Like, it's got all torn up over the years, and it's got some scratches and some gouges in it. It's been moved around a lot. And that's always the big, like, question. Like, do we peel off this original art, print out new art, and put it on, and it'll look even nicer? But this is what happened in arcades. Like, stuff got torn and ripped up, and it's just that patina of it being a real arcade. So it's always tough to kind of go back and forth and figure out what to fix and what to leave. Brandon saying, miss the ghost. Can't wait to get back in there. Gotta get some Mortal Kombat tournaments going when you're open. Absolutely. There's so many, like, that's been on all of our minds. It's like we want to be running more tournaments and more events and more cool stuff. We used to do that so well, and over the years we kind of drifted off of that, and that's got to all come back. So that's definitely another one of the good things that have come from this lockdown is like it's going to get us back on point. So we're going to be doing even more. It's the place will be even bigger and better than when this lockdown started. So nothing stops us. We just keep going forward, and just like everybody watching the stream, like everybody, same thing. It's like it's a bad hand to be dealt for a little bit, but the next set of cards are coming, and we're going to do our best with it. So Lars saying, I hope you have an auction again with cabinets. We'll be ready this time. You know, we've got some cabinets. We've got some super rare stuff. That was kind of the one we were putting up. One of the cabinets that we put up, it definitely went for a below market price, and that's that's how auctions go. Sometimes it goes for more, sometimes it goes for less. But we've got some pretty high-end stuff. So hopefully the next auction we'll be doing a little bit. There'll definitely be more auctions and a lot more full cabinets coming. So we're anxious for it. Gregson just saw a game called Bonanza Brothers. We released from Sega on the System 24 hardware. That hardware is actually diskette based, 5.5 inch floppy diskette, or it's a hard disk. It is a difficult system to keep up and running. Ours still run on all the diskettes. Gain Ground, Scramble Spirit, Bonanza Brothers, Hot Rod, all those are on that System 24 hardware. I'm missing one there somewhere, but very, very cool system. Visually, most of those are all medium res games, so it's two unique things that you have to deal with those, but they always look great. April Wiggins joining us. Thank you so much. Saying hi, Doc. Stay safe. Absolutely. Thank you for that. We will. Doing well. Brookfield, pretty quiet town. Tom asking, do you guys have iron bars to protect from looters? No, it's, I don't think it'll hit. I'm hoping it won't hit Brookfield. I don't think it will. It's, but we'll see. We're ready for anything, so we'll be safe. We definitely appreciate the concern from everybody, and we have that same concern for everybody outwardly. Like, we want to make sure everybody's safe and doing well, and we're just anxious to get back to doing what we do. Always so amazing to have people out and hanging out and playing games and just having that relief of doing something fun. And we can't wait for it to get back to normal. Hopefully not too much longer. So, Tim saying, I've got things to celebrate Galloping Ghost Arcade. Can't wait to see the people in reality again. Absolutely. So many people showed up every day on the live streams. And it's, again, when you guys all come in, everybody definitely let me know when you're coming out and joining us. And it'll be good to put some faces to the names. So, RC Squared. This one we got from Brian Colin. It was a one-of-one prototype. This is the only one in existence. So cool to have that here. 4-player. This was coming out from Electronic Arts. And in the middle of it, they were working on it, and they put out John Madden Football. And John Madden Football didn't do that well. So they're like, okay, if John Madden Football doesn't do well, we're canceling all of our arcade games. Because if John Madden Football can't get it done, nothing is going to get it done. So they actually put the halt on it. This was sitting in the Brian Colin's Game Refuge offices for the longest time. And then when we started hanging out, he's like, let's put that at the Ghost. You can have that and just put it out there for everybody to enjoy. And people have. It is absolutely amazing. Huge shout outs and thanks to Brian Colin, one of the legends of the industry, for donating it to the arcade. We have, there's been, even this cabinet, there's stories on. There was talks that the artist that he hired for doing the side art took some like images off of just like Google Images when they were making it. and they commissioned him to make a fully original art piece. And it was like, oh wait, I've seen that artwork. This isn't your style. Where are these art images coming from? And that would have been a problem later had this not been a one of one. But and one of the other things, there was the woman on the side of the cabinet didn't have any clothes on, so they actually markered clothing on her. So, but it's here. It is here. RC Squared, only place in the world you can play it. Greg said, I'm going to 1cc Operation Wolf. That is a tough game. If you can do it, man, that is awesome. Rob saying, thanks for always bringing a positive vibe. I'm probably one of the most fortunate people in the world. I never have anything to complain about. So every day is positive, man. It's video games. It's awesome people. This is what I get to do for a living, and it's I never call it work. It's the dream, living the dream. So thank you for that, man. Danny saying, stay safe, Doc. Love the arcade and wish you could get there more. Well, let us know when you're coming. It's we're always here. We're always here. So we can't wait to get back to where everybody, good day, bad day, nothing to do day, everybody's able to come back, and hopefully not too much longer. So excited to be able to tell everybody when that day is going to be, and again, not too much longer. Tim saying, we don't see nearly enough arcade art. When's that book coming out? Man, that is a complete time issue. Like there's so much to show. Even keeping everything up and running is like our Terminator cabinet. There's so much amazing artwork. Even the simple stuff, like Universal Ladybug cabinet. There's no real special artwork. It's just the standard Universal, but it's still just cool to see. It's like, that's awesome. That Ladybug had so much, like the glass work and this back. You can't even really see it because of the lighting, but the artwork on it. Wow, we're having some connection issues. April, thank you so much. Very much appreciated. Shout out to Jeremy Fox of Prince Arcades. Hope your weekend is going well, man. Brady joining us. Thank you, man. Awesome to see you. Jeff Nauman, one of the legends of the industry, joining us. Thank you for being here. Jeff worked on games like Rampage and Sarge, and just an amazing, amazing person. And he's been so generous with the arcade. And thank you for being here, Jeff. Jeremy saying the history is where it's at. Indeed, absolutely. It's so crazy. Like guys like me and Jeremy, we see so much that goes on that people don't even know about. And let me move this cabinet a little bit. See if we can't show off. We got our kick cabinet right there. Just the artwork, just so awesome. We have a marquee that Jeff had donated us for Kick. Before it was mostly known as Kickman, but when it came out, there's a limited run that was just known as Kick. And then before that, there was a prototype marquee that Jeff Nauman had donated to us that said Bigfoot. And it's just so cool to see that. Like, I'm familiar with that game forever and never knew that. So it's the industry people that give us that little bit more, that the people that just love this stuff, not knowing it kind of adds that extra little bit. Same thing like with our NARC board. When George Petro gave us the special NARC board that had that extra level, that it's something historic that I would have never known. And that was the first arcade game I bought back when I was 16 years old. So awesome to have more to the story and stuff that we never knew. Let's see. Mark saying, I love seeing a 40-year-old cabinet that looks like a 40-year-old cabinet. It's so cool to see the actual wear from being played in an actual arcade for years. It is. That is such a huge, huge part of it. It's like to see that this game has been loved by thousands and thousands of people and played to death. And it's cool. It's, again, I love restoring cabinets, and there's some, if we're doing a full build-up, like our Splat cabinet or Inferno, yeah, you can go all out and make them look brand new. And that is cool. That's awesome. But there's something to that other side, too. April saying, I think that the less worn look gives it some character. Unless it's too worn, I say it should be left as is. I hear that unless it's too worn, that's always the struggle, because it's like, oh, where do you draw that line? And it really is a case-by-case basis. And it is one of those where the people who come here, I've had some people, you hear both sides. It's like, oh, yeah, you should change that side art. Or other people are like, oh, that's awesome that it's not perfect. So, and again, there's some cabinets, I can barely see this in here. This is a Robbie Roto cabinet, The Adventures of Robbie Roto. This cabinet looks brand new, and it's got no touch-up on it. It is just happens to look brand new. Same thing with Pengo. All this beautiful artwork on Pengo, just untouched. That's how it is. That's how we got it. And that's cool. That's cool. When it's original and nothing's been done, that either meant, usually there's another story there. It's like, well, why? And it's either, like for Pengo, a lot of Pengos look like they're in good shape. And I think it was a very underrated game. Some of them, they're home use only. Some of them, like Crackdown. Crackdown is so cool because it actually had, this was the machine, in the bottom of it was information about how they used it to preserve the game on MAME. So it was like that, when you play Crackdown on MAME, you're playing the data from that game, which is awesome. It's just awesome. There's so much history in all these games. Shoutouts to Jay. Thank you for being here. Greg saying Forgotten Worlds is next to Altered Beast. Smart choice. Yeah, so good. Both great games. I watching Jimbo Slice and Brian Shillo go back and forth on Forgotten Worlds. One of the amazing world records challenges that just happen. It's like such a natural thing to see these players go back and forth in games. It's always awesome. Greg saying RC Squared looks fun. I've never played it. It's a little buggy. It's not a 100% finished game. It still was in prototype stages, but it is very, very fun. I really wish that it had been completed and put out. I think it would have done well. David saying, can you scan the Turtles marquee and make one or send the scan to somebody who can? I need one for my machine. We do, I believe, offer the Turtles artwork through our reproductions page. So just check out gallopingghost.reproductions.com or shoot an email to reproductions@gallopingghost.com and they can tell you how to get one. Dan Icavelli saying, love your stories on cabs. Thank you so much for that. Charles joining us, and Jake, thank you for being here. Cecilia saying, I live right near Galloping Ghost in Berwyn and hope you're staying safe. I can't wait until you reopen to see where all the arcades are moved to. Did you move Golden Axe? Golden Axe hasn't been moved yet, but we've got 3 Golden Axe games. We've got Golden Axe Revenge of Death Adder, and then Golden Axe The Duel. So we definitely want to group those. So I think it's time. Golden Axe hasn't moved in going on 10 years, but I think it's time to shift everything around. Even the regulars who come so often, it'll stir it up. I bet they find a lot of new games that they never knew were here, even though they're here so often. I think that this change will really put more games in front of everybody. So, David saying, did you finish the game with the water on the top, on the tank on top? So that is in the hunt. The tank is done and sealed. We just have to reinstall it. So we were going to move the cabinet to the new spot before we do it, and then we'll be showing that off because we're excited for that. April saying, when is the next auction? How often do you normally do those? So we've only done, I think that was our second or third that we did last Friday. It'll probably be 2 to 3 weeks before we do another one. Definitely a lot of fun. We'll definitely make a post on our Facebook page as to when that is going to be. But, in all honesty, I'm anxious for our next swap meet because those are fun. It's not just us selling our stuff. All the vendors are able to come out and hang out, and anxious for that. Brady asking, is that Trog? Yes, we were looking. The Trog cabinet was over by RC Squared. We'll head back over there in a few moments. Raymond saying, did you ever find anything interesting in a cabinet? I found evidence in my afterburner that was installed in an Air Force base in the late 80s. Oh, that's very awesome. Yeah, there's always some cool things. It's always the games that we've gotten from industry people are always very exciting. Like our Mach 3 cabinet, we got this from a guy in the industry. His name was John Von Leeson. And in the bottom, there was a bag of promotional Mach 3 pins. And they were like just Air Force wings. And there were some posters, just awesome stuff. Of course, we're always finding like quarters and stuff. And like on our Cruisin' USA, we found $500 in the coin bucket for that. It was literally more than we paid for the game. Tim saying, did the 4-player Pong get moved? No, that is still in its original spot so far. A lot, like there's been, the Neo Geos have been shifted around. These two aisles have been shifted around. The Nintendo games have been all grouped together. The Stern games have all been grouped together. So all the Gottlieb stuff, that Gottlieb row is just awesome now. I'm so happy with how the Gottlieb row is turning out. But it's 4 buildings and 770 machines. So right now, like 60 machines have probably moved. So there's a lot more to come. So we're anxious for it. It's going to be a really busy week. So excited for it. Greg saying, I need to start my Rampage fan club. Absolutely, Rampage. We found, we were hearing from Brian Colin was at the last auction as well as Jeff Nauman. And Brian was telling stories about how Brian Colin himself, was the inspiration for George. His wife was Lizzie, and Jeff Nauman was Ralph. Tim saying, any reason you picked Narc as your first cabinet, or was just on the market when you were? No, I searched that game out. I was a huge fan of it in the arcade. I put a lot of quarters into it, and just everything about it. I thought the character design was great. I thought the sound on it was awesome. The cabinet itself was very, very cool, stand out. And visually, the fact that they were using digitized actors and stuff in it, was just amazing and way ahead of its time. So it was one I spent, I believe his name was Lenny, and he worked at something Star Amusements, and I put him on the case of tracking one down and getting it, and it was amazing. It was so cool the day he pulled up with it, and I wish I still had that cabinet. I really wish I had kept that one. Raymond saying, I remember that Pengo was a prize in a breakfast cereal contest back in the 80s. Really? That is interesting. I never heard that. Brady saying, I'm going to play Crackdown on MAME. It'll be like you're being here, playing our machine. Shout outs to Lumbo. Thank you for being here, man. Hope you are doing well. Let's see. Cecilia saying, awesome, I can't wait. Brian saying, is Zookeeper still there? My favorite game since I'm a zookeeper. Very awesome, man. It's, of course, Zookeeper. Right here. Love it. So we had talked about all the problems. This game is so tough to keep up and running, or it was. Doug Fox had got the game back up and running. It had a lot of graphic corruption on the screen. He fixed all that. with the exception of one line on the title screen, which it's like, okay, it's not during gameplay. We can live with that. And then the game had a sync issue, so the screen kept rolling a little bit. It wouldn't do it all the time, but it was enough to where it's like, yeah, let's get that fixed. And when Doug was taking on all the boards, and this is a multi-board setup, I was like, Doug, let's get rid of that graphic line in the title screen because that is driving me crazy, and we want everything to be perfect as best we can for everybody. And when it's something like that, it can be really difficult to find out what the problem is. He tracked it down, and now it's beautiful. It looks great. So anxious to have everybody back out to come play it. Pete Gore is joining us. Thank you, man. Awesome to have you here. Can't wait to have you back. One of the gamers of the year. Greg asking where the Neo Geo games are. They are back. We had a lot of them grouped together, but now they're all grouped together. We moved Prehistoric Isle 2 and Waku Waku 7, and everything's all lined up. The only 3 non-Neo Geo games, or actually no, so they're all Neo Geo related, but like we've got all the original Metal Slugs, and then Metal Slug 6, which is on the Adamus Wave hardware. Same thing. We have the 5 original MVS Neo Geos, and then we've got Samurai Showdown 6, which is also on the Adamus Wave. And then every King of Fighters, 2000, or 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003. And then they switched hardware. Neo Wave and King of Fighters 11 was on the Adamus Wave hardware. And then 12 and 13 were on the Taito Type X2 hardware. But all the rest of the Neo Geo games, Waku Waku 7, World Heroes, Ganryu, Shock Troopers, Mystic, Magician Lord, all the Fatal Furies, they're all here now in this back row area. This is probably the final Neo Geo location. I don't think that's going to change. We got to figure out, we knocked down our entire back room shortly before all the craziness, and we haven't even gotten to talk about that. And it's already full. It wasn't anything that we were able to slowly let people watch it build up. It was, we knocked the back room down, lockdown happened, and now it's already full because there's been so many new games that have been coming out. Mooncrest, Jackie Chan and the Kung Fu Master, Savage Quest. So that whole space, that's already filled up, but a lot of new games for everybody to enjoy. Dennis saying, I'm looking forward to getting to play some Mappy and also see if I can manage to do a 1cc on Dragon Slayer. That is so awesome. Dragon Slayer, it's just an incredible game. It's so tough for so many people. So if you can 1cc it, that's very impressive, man. Todd saying, love Mach 3, saw the Venture Cabinet, made me think of Pepper 2, which was next to it. Love both those odd exity classics, absolutely. Those we want to get in a better spot. Like we're going to have those rearranged and grouped better because there's a few exity games that they're just kind of scattered about. So we'll get them all grouped much better. Pete Gore is saying it's so quiet. It is. Right now it's surprising how many games are unplugged just from this move, from the big rearrange that's going on. But we'll get there. Greg saying there's only 2 elevator action games, right? No, there's actually a third. There's Elevator Action. Then there's Elevator Action 2, which is a 2-player, much more anime style, very, very fun game. But then there was also Elevator Action Death Parade, which came out only in Japan, and it had 2 sliding elevator doors that would open up, and it was a light gun game. So super rare. We don't have it here at the arcade so far. Maybe it's in the vaults. You never know. Who knows? But it is one of those where definitely a very big cabinet along the lines of Silent Hill and Castlevania. So Let's see. Oh, Greg asking about the achievement lists. We are still working on those. We've had so many things going on. We will be back on that very soon. Definitely by the time we are open. You know, we have our Wacko cabinet here. Just love this artwork. What a great cabinet. So good. That tilted, you know, that must have cost them a little bit more to do that. And it's one of those, this artwork is so good. The little nuances that you pick up, like if you just start walking past it, it's like, yeah, okay. But when you take time to really absorb it all, it's really awesome. Brian Collins, Captain Cruiser. All that cool artwork. Love it. Love it. Tim saying I should aim to 1cc Dragon Gun and hopefully be the first to. Yet nobody has 1cc'd it. That is a tough, tough game. Greg saying that's awesome when you show off artwork. We hope to be doing that a lot more soon. There's a lot to show. There's definitely a lot to show. Greg saying Wacko cracks me up every time. What a great game. What a great game. A lot of fun. Some people have a hard time getting used to controls on it, but if you get into it, it's definitely worth it. Tubin. One of the things on Tubin that's so cool is there's actually 3 motors behind here that spin that simulate these moving the water to give it motion, which is just awesome. It's so unique. A lot of them, we have 2 replacement motors on hand should they ever go down. So all set up to keep that running for the longest time. Vindicators. Look at this cabinet. It's tank game. They've got like the big tank treads on the bottom. Just super unique. This stuff it's just awesome to see the innovation that they would put into with some of these cabinets. Domino Man, another super rare game. So, very awesome. But I think that is going to wrap it up for today. I think I'm going to get back. I'm going to move a few more cabinets today. And I should probably get down and do a little bit more work on the Monday mystery game because, you know, it's coming up. It's coming up on that time. In less than 22 hours it has to be done. So should probably finish that up. But it is been fun as always. I hope everybody is staying safe and being well. It's the big thing. There's going to be good times coming up soon. The reopening of the arcade to the public again isn't too much further out. So looking forward to that. And again, we will be back tomorrow with Monday Mystery. I'll try to drop in beforehand on Facebook, but it will be on Twitch. So make sure you join us there for that. Chris Tang saying, thanks for the stream. Glad all is well and things look safe in Brookfield. Looking forward to the announcements. Thank you so much. Thank you, RJ from Canada. Thank you, Dan Icavelli. Tim, thank you. Tim saying, stay safe and sane and don't drive like my brother. Have a good one. Thank you. Thank you all so much. It's been awesome chatting as always. And we look forward to when everybody is back here with us. And again, not too much longer. So until then, thank you, everybody. This is Doc Mack from the Galloping Ghost Arcade. And we hope to see you around the arcade soon. I hope everybody has a great weekend. And again, stay safe. Thanks, everybody.